I would describe my personal style as structured, classic, but with a little bit of camp. I always like to have a little something in there that's a little off. I'm KJ Moody, celebrity stylist, and you are watching Essences in the Studio powered by Tide. What sparked my love for fashion was really watching my aunt, that is an incredible designer and a stylist. So I watched her create costumes for Destiny's Child and just that glamour of the hair and the makeup and the sequins. I would describe my personal style as structured, classic, but with a little bit of camp. I always like to have a little something in there that's a little off. Like today, my shoes, you know? There's always a little something there. I really wanted to find some dope pieces today thrifting, so I went over to Rose Garden Remake Boutique, which is a boutique that I love here in Dallas, Texas. I love thrifting, and I think when you're browsing a rack, the best thing to do is to stop at whatever jumps at you first, and I think that's what you should purchase always. I think there aren't very many Black-owned thrift stores or vintage shops, and then there's a special essence that they have. You know, it's sizing that they have, personalization that Black-owned businesses and thrift stores have that is somewhat of a dying art sometimes. This store, there's a little bit of everything. You know, there's fashion, there's art, there's furniture, and this business supports women, and it's also a charity, which I also think is beautiful. So I'm standing in this thrift store and I find an affirmation station, which I am obsessed with doing affirmations, so I have to do one of my own. I will stand firm in my talents and abilities. I think as a Black creative, sometimes I feel like my talent isn't enough, or I'm not good enough as an artist. As a celebrity stylist, a lot of things are last minute. You know, there's a lot of times where you get things made and it doesn't look right, or you get things sent in and it doesn't fit, or you feel like, oh, I have it, and then the day of the event, the client doesn't like it anymore. But you just have to trust the process. You have to trust your talent. You have to trust, I want to say trust God, really. You know, I think that's so important because you never know what the outcome is going to be. Would you let me use your sewing machine and let me create something and repurpose and recycle?
My sewing machine?
Your baby.
My baby? In the nonprofit, we work with women coming out of prison and recovery.
Oh,
so
wow.
This is me teaching them how to do something different. And it could be sewing, it could be building, it could be crocheting, it could be everything. So just holler if you need me.
Okay. The owner, Kelly, she let me use her sewing machine. I was able to sew a patch on my denim jacket, which was so much fun because I haven't used a sewing machine in so long.
Yeah, that's a part of the design.
Wait, I did it.
I always tell people that it's no mistake. It's all a part of the design.
This is what I ended up deciding. You can't go wrong with a light denim. This denim jacket, and I'm obsessed with this zipper. A polo that has a really cool collar, and then this repurposed tie that I'm going to literally wear with everything. My tradition now is to go to a laundromat. It's common that there's a couple of pesky little stains and stuff when you're thrifting. I typically would try to pre-treat the stain, but with Tide, I don't even need to do so. It works on all machine washable fabrics. In a Black household, it is so important to have your laundry day, and Mom did not play about that at all. I believe that smell is important. I believe in smelling clean is important. It's funny, I would always walk into class and my teacher would always say, "You smell like the dry cleaners." Because every single morning, my uniform, I would put in the dryer with a dryer sheet. And I make sure that my clothes smell good because I think the way you smell is like the way you dress, and you want people to remember you. I love when people hug me and they say, "Ooh, you smell so clean." To me, that is very, very important.